Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score Niners 7, Bears nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Running left, Montgomery. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Fields on first down. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He hits Mooney going across the middle. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now Lance. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. First down, here's Mitchell. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lance looking to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. These two teams all tied after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. To throw, it's Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
A healthier Kittle was back in his Pro Bowl form in 2021. Even missing 13 games the last 3 years, he's still 2nd among tight ends in yards since his breakout 2018 campaign. Gets another chunk of yards there and a first down with that catch.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
Ready, ready. Let's
Mitchell will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Mitchell again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. The Lance going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
From his own end zone, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Play action. It's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners are going offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 80 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And Lance now to throw. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Hey, green. White blue. Ball red.
Lance now on first down. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
John, 17. Right.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Montgomery on the counter. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 40-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, we want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So the completion good for just 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Watch out now, 52. Guruz black. Yellow blue.
Back to throw. Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
10 cycles.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
Let's go. Blue check. Left. Ready.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Lance going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Niners have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Off play action, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They'll try the left side with Evans. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Yeah,
I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Black open.
Now Lance. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he'll be out right at the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Trying the right side with Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Black one. Yellow, blue.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lance on the bootleg. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
That's good for 28 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, are coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Lance.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Lance back to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Second and 11 now.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A little extra excitement for week 1. One of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opening. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Bears,